Oh man, that's
Coming
very
in.
creative. Justin, man.
Oh god. Oh man. That hurts.
What's up? Sorry, my fan's on. Cut the hair. Getting prepped for tomorrow. Yeah, rumble in the jungle, baby. And for those of you guys who wanted to see the final product after we did all the gyroflow setup and all that stuff on the Baby Wasp 3-inch, there you go. She's a sexy little rig. Right? It's like almost like it was made for it. You can see that's a 3D mount on the front. We went ahead and did the 3D mount instead of the plastic one that was on there. And we did set this all up in the gyroflow software. It's working great. This is going to be the first flight. I'm taking it out right now to go fly it before the weather comes in and give it a shot tomorrow. Or today. I'll go ahead and post that footage so you guys can see what it looks like. So if you guys are wondering, this can run all the way up to a 5S. This can break, well, 99.9 miles per hour. Let's just say it's fast enough to go 99.9 miles per hour if you have 5S on it. On 4S, it'll do about 65, 70, and it is a ripper. It's a little 3-inch, and fully loaded with a 4S battery on there. The RunCam thumb on there, plugged in, everything working how it should. This comes in at 245 grams. This will not require remote ID setup, and it will fly just like a normal big quad will. I know people say it's top heavy. It's really not. When you realize how much punch out these motors actually have, it's a serious little 3-inch quad, man. It'll get the job done. But that thumb, I wanted that gyroflow while I'm cruising. So bear in mind, this is my first edit on gyroflow. I've never used the software before, so if it looks a little hanky-janky, I apologize. I'm sure there's things I'll be able to tamper with as I go, but let's go to the field and test this. I'm taking the new truck down there. Everything's ready. It's legal. It's on the road. We're going to have this out at Rumble in the Jungle tomorrow. So even though this truck's not rusty, it's rust-colored silver, so I'm just going to call this truck Rusty but Trusty. And for those of you who are talking shit about the headliner, you can see I repaired everything on both sides. I went and got the adhesive glue and re-glued everything, so it's all good, so none of this is coming down. So you can stop the hate on the headliner coming down, alright? Everything else on this truck's ready to rip, Chip. It's quiet, it's got a big engine in it, drives smooth, nothing wrong with it. It's a good truck for altogether, what, $3 grand? I think I paid $3 grand altogether. Get it on the road, it was a good deal. So, anyways, let's go down and test this Baby Wasp for the first time here. And get underway. Yes, sir. Let go. Alright, y'all. Let's give this a shot. I don't even know if the camera angle's good or what the deal is. I don't know, but we're gonna give it a shot. Let me clean off the smudges on the lens so I can see real good. Let's do this. Plug my goggles in.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, it's useful in moderation. A good servant, but a bad master. And all so-called civilized peoples have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive because through excessive thinking they have lost touch with reality. That's to say, we confuse science with the real world.
Beginning of meditation.
most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and a great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event. This is a disaster. For as a result of confusing the real world of nature with mere signs, we are destroying nature. We are so tied up in our minds that we've lost our senses. Time to wake up. What is reality? Obviously, no one can say because it isn't words. It isn't material, that's just an idea. Reality is
Cannot be explained